Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the channel. We are here at Nürburgring and we're doing the sprint circuit for today's event. We got some good paint scratching action lined up for you here in this video. Before we get started, please turn your devices/players to 4K. Sit back and enjoy the competition. This is a career mode race, obviously. I'm not doing anything online competitively as of yet. If you're new to the channel, or if you've seen my Forza videos before, you know how I normally do things, which I'm going to switch it up for you in today's event, as the drivers are basically lined up at the starting grid. There goes me driving a nice Hyundai, a 2019 Hyundai. But this video today is going to be different. I'm going to be actually talking about my honest thoughts about Forza, Motorsport, and Gran Turismo 7. Also, while showing you the high-speed action of this competition from whole new perspectives that I really think you will enjoy. And we're already underway, starting out, already making some good progress as we get into a nice overhead view here. As I made my way from, well, I'm still kind of stuck in 12th. It's looking like we have some car wrecks going on here. Drivers getting sloppy there at that first corner, including me having a collision, getting to some bumper to bumper action, literally, unfortunately. Yes, so I'm biased. Yes, I love Xbox and I think everything is better on Xbox. That's just, it is what it is. And it's no different when it comes to the two takes on the racing sports scene or racing professional circuit scene. I do think Forza is the better looking game. I think it's the better feeling game. With the mix of, you can make the game, as I've discussed in other vids, you can fit the game to your play style, making the game as realistic feeling as possible. Or you can also have it set up to be more forgiving for you if you're just a casual or newbie to racing games, and have it more of a arcade feel here, as we also get into another angle here of the action. And just look at the detail, look at the photorealism, look at the freaking lighting. You literally see the paint scratched off the bumper of my car from when I banged into one of the cars that was in about 10th or 11th or 12th place in the beginning of the race there. And just the game is doing things that the other isn't, especially with like you might as well say the consoles that we're all using, which is some of you out there playing GT7 on your PS5s. Some of us is out here playing Forza Motorsport Series X or S. The game is doing what that game isn't doing, right? As we take a look at the action from another perspective here, see me right on the heels of this other contestant as I make the pass. When we get back into first person view / steering wheel view, cockpit mode. And it's just, like I said, for me, the big thing, as we've made our way from 12th, starting out mid-pack to 6th place, it's just, the game is doing what GT7 isn't doing, like the ray tracing, lighting. Some people, I was looking it up because I was really going to technically break things down about the two, and I'm trying to do that here for you, which is Except GT7 is only offering you, the ray tracing and like, just look at the detail here. Like, the car detail, they say is better in GT7. I watched the Digital Foundry breakdown. They gave certain points to GT7. They gave certain points to Forza. They kind of did say, well, they feel GT7 looks better or whatever. There's people saying that, and I really honestly disagree. Like, I do. Like, this game is like photorealistic, okay? Like, it's like I don't see what they see or didn't see when it comes to Forza. Like, this is why I decided when I did this event that I was going to do some heavy editing, which it wasn't easy for me, to bring you the action from these whole new perspectives of the game, so you can actually see the level of detail in the cars, the track. Digital Foundry was also talking about the crowd having shadows or casting shadows in GT7, that's cool. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the crowds in Gran Turismo 7 are 2D. They're not even 3D. Okay, excuse me. They're not even 3D. The crowds on Forza Motorsport are definitely 3D character models. Like, this game is just doing so much that GT7 is not doing. It's not. Then they talked about the interior detail. It's better on GT7 than on Forza, and I disagree. Like, as you see, as we just went from the interior back into a whole nother perspective, trail camera as you will call it, showing you more levels of detail of the game. Just look at the sky, like, look at the clouds, which when I'm driving in first person view, I notice it all. I see it all, from the crowd to the track to the weather pattern. But this is how I'm racing, okay? Number one, I'm racing from the interior, which my interior to me is so detailed. And we're just, like I said, we're just driving a basic Hyundai Sonata or something, a 2019 Hyundai Sonata. It's distracting for me. It can be very distracting, especially when we drive the higher end cars. I was doing an endurance race. I was gonna bring you guys content on an endurance career race that they added this event, and it's a 20 lap race. Twice I almost completed it. The last time I was in like the final segment of the race in first place, and I lost control of my car, spun out of control, and I went from first place to like 10th, and I was heated because I was basically right there at the finish. I was so heated, and I was basically going to show you guys that event from this same perspective of different camera views, bringing you that real event of, as far as like motor racing views and stuff, like just giving you a whole different perspectives on the game instead of just showing it how I normally show the game, which is how I drive in the game, which is in first person mode, first person view from behind the steering wheel. It's that simple. Like, if you like GT7, you prefer GT7, you think GT7 looks better, that's fine. That's your opinion. I don't need photo mode, okay? And this is why I laugh. This is what makes it most comedy to me. I don't need to go into photo mode to show such photorealism looking segments of the game. Like, everything you see is really in game, especially when it comes to the lighting features and the ray tracing and just certain things that when, yes, GT7 looks good, but when you're showing these certain like you don't have ray tracing in your actual racing. Like, you only get that in a photo mode. You only get it in replay mode. You only get it in the garage mode. This is the only place you're getting a feature that I'm having that same feature in real time, as you see the crowd looking photorealistic. which, like I said, Digital Foundry claims, you know, they cast shadows in GT7, but they also acknowledge the fact that the crowds in Forza are actually 3D models. So if you're telling me, oh, the shadows, you know, gives them that more realistic feel, wouldn't an actual 3D character model actually give that more realism feel than some shadows? Like, let's be realistic. Like, the characters in the crowd are 3D here, which I'm not really. I notice every minor detail in the game when I'm playing it through the freaking steering wheel view. But if you think I'm really paying attention while the steering wheel view to the crowd and the shadows that they cast, you're out of your mind. I don't have time to worry about that. I'm worrying about staying on the track and not crashing, or somebody not crashing into me. And we're almost up out of time, and we're basically finishing out this event as we go into one last different perspective mode of the hood. And you can literally, once again, which I say in multiple videos, you see the whole field from the crowd in the stands on the hood of my car as we bring home first place. Like I said, you guys like GT7, that's cool, that's fine and dandy. I prefer Forza Motorsport, I prefer Xbox, and I honestly just really feel Forza is the better game all around, all the way around. Photorealism, realisticness in the game, and I like I said, when I played the endurance mode and had to do 20 laps, I noticed how realistic it is. I had to pit 3 times and just was noticing, like, damn, the tires on the car is really wearing out. I started noticing a lot of things when compared to these shorter sprint races like what you've seen. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace and be well, everyone. Noob out.